Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. Please bear with me, the quality of this video is not that high. I am working off a 10-year-old Mac that no longer talks to my new iPhone, so I'm having to re-record everything via a GoPro and upload it to my old Mac. I wish I could afford a nice new iMac, but I can't. So I'll try and keep the quality as high as I can, but I'm doing this on a budget because I've got no money to buy nice new equipment that the best vloggers that we all know and love use. So please bear with, and I hope you enjoy the video.
And welcome to You're Getting a What? Moment we're at Snetterton race circuit. About to do my first ever track day. This is a novice session, but people have been unloading their trailers with race bikes and things, so it's a novice session question mark. There are people here that are anything but novices, bless them. But I'm here to bimble around on the Z and see if I like track running. We'll see.
So first session of the day. We've already done the sighting lap. I didn't turn the camera on for that, and so this is the first proper session. I am now very nervous. I also have no idea why I left the comms unit on my helmet. Sorry about that. But the other riders are telling me about crashes that they had at novice days, and I was about to find out that there were very serious riders on this novice day, which I didn't expect. I genuinely believed from the MSV website that it would be novice riders, but as you can see from this clip here on the very right hand side, you've got a vintage Ducati, which is great. You've got a 2008, 2009 Suzuki Gixxer, the top right to top left. You've got a guy who was on an XTT wet bike, and you've got two other bikes as well. So no turning back. This is all very exciting. Now the nerves have really kicked in. I just want to keep the bike the right way up and just not get involved in any silliness. I was really nervous and excited. So I was getting checked by the guy for was my helmet strapped done up. You can see I have my back protector on, which is my air vest. No one else had an air vest, exterior one, that made me a bit nervous. A few had the inbuilt ones, the expensive ones. But yeah, there was me. No turning back now. What could go wrong? So here we go. This is going to happen a lot today. Yeah, oh well, first track day. So we've had the sighting lap, and this is the first session. As you can see, I'm kind of not hitting any of the apexes. I looked at Nevs's guide to your first track day and watched that. I tried to learn the track Snetterton as much as I could, but I was just so not sure where I was going, so running wide. It was a novice track day, and they were supposed to have cones for turning in and cones on the apexes and when you're supposed to late apex, but MSV didn't put the cones out because they'd lost them. So on the novice track day that I specifically booked for the fact that there'll be turn-in cones and apex cones, they just didn't put them out because they hadn't got them. And there were about 300 cones outside the front of Snetterton, but apparently they weren't the right cones and they couldn't use them because they weren't track cones. So MSV put on a wonderful novice day without the turn-in markers, the turn-in cones or the apex cones, and I thought that was pretty shoddy actually. But actually, I may actually be passing someone now. Oh, standby beds. This could be good. This could be, oh, yes. Yes, I think that was a 400cc race bike, and I've got 1,000 more cc, so thank God I passed it. Session got red flag because someone came off. They were unhurt, and that's me just signaling to the marshal that I've seen the red flag and you don't overtake and you go back to the paddock as soon as you can.
Attention paddock and paddock, unfortunately it's going to be the end of the morning session due to an incident out on circuit, so next up is going to be
So that was the end of the session, just making sure the camera was recording, which it was. Taking the gloves off, decompressing. That was the second or third session. And I find an earplug in one of the top yoke things. So calm is it up there, just behind the windshield, that yeah, I had an earplug that I thought I'd lost, but it's so calm to that windshield that it just stayed there for the entire session, going around Snetterton. That was the end of that session, beginning of the next one. Really, really enjoying it. It is the most fun. I didn't think I'd be enjoying it this much, but it is awesome to actually open up the ZZR and actually go full tilt for those brilliant few seconds. Is awesome. This is always a slightly nervy bit, the lining up. I'm always conscious of not stalling the bike or hitting sort of wavy line as you take off. So here we go again. So there's we noticed that we were sharing the track day with some car enthusiasts who had their track day as well, and they were watching from the paddock us go past. So every time I went past the paddock, realising this, I knew I had to go past quite quickly and let them hear the engine, and that's what I was doing there, letting them hear the roar. Well, that was surprising. Code brown for me. I had no idea he was there, or I was going to be overtaken. So that was a nice surprise. So I knew on the straight I was quite quick, and I was determined not to be beaten here. Determined that I was going to just max out the Z, and yeah, down the straight it was quite quick. First track day, quite happy with that. It's just approaching corners and going around corners where I was quite slow. So end of another session. I think we're on session 3 or 4 now, and yeah, it's exhilarating. Really is. It is the most fun. and scary to be passed so close by motorbikes. But once you get used to that, you can just sort of just focus entirely on the track, which I was, and try to find out where to go. Luckily, I was able to follow a few riders and just pick out the lines that they were going. So this is what I was doing. But yeah, really, really good. Lots of nice advice from people that were shared the garage, we shared the paddock with. They were really helpful. Told them it was my first track day, and made no bones about that. And they were very helpful with tyre pressures, and also I was able to help out, grab the odd paddock stand for them, and generally assist where possible. Not quite sure why I'm walking like John Wayne. Another session, the gloves back on, helmet back on, and out we go again. Yeah, it was surprised me how friendly people were. That was such a positive as well. This is when I started to feel very much more confident. This was in the afternoon sessions, getting up to speed on the entry, looking over, just confident about where I was sort of going. I sort of had an idea of roughly where corners were, and so I thought I'd be quite quick. I thought not so many people would pass me, and I'd try and hit the apexes, and yeah. So not too many people passing me because I'm going to be much quicker. This session, I think we were 4 or 5 sessions in. Oh, okay. Yeah, perhaps I'm not going that quickly. Yeah, perhaps I should focus on speed and hitting the apex, which I didn't hit. Oh dear. Let's say first track day. What do you expect? And that was it. That was my day at Snetterton finished with. I'd done 5-6 sessions. The last session I didn't do. Each session is 4 laps around Snetterton, and by the end of the day I was getting very, very tired and worn. I'd rode the bike there, no trailer or transit van. I was going to ride the bike back, so I needed to keep a bit in reserve. And yes, it was wonderful. A great day, and I need to do it again. The one thing I didn't really factor is the wear on the tyres, and here are my Metzler Roadtech SEs after several sessions at Snetterton. I also have to do the NCF 100 on these tyres, so that's why I didn't do the last session, just to save them. But they got quite warm, but I was confident that if they were good enough for the Ron Haslam School of Racing Sport Touring tyres, then they'd be good enough for me. It was a wonderful day. There's lots of advice from other riders who were not novices. I think there must have been a handful of us novices in the actual day, but I think majority, 75%, were experienced track day riders that do novice sessions because they can go really quickly. They were very friendly, lots of good advice. Wasn't going to deflate my tyres, but they advised me that I should do. And so they 30 at the front, 32 at the rear, and they lent me one of their inflators so that I could ride back on properly inflated tyres at the end of the day. So yes, do I want a track bike? Yes, I do. Can I afford a track bike? I'm not sure. Still, it was a brilliant day, and I can't wait to do it again.